Well, my first reaction is that it is very unfortunate. I would have hoped that the sides concerned, the WIPA, West Indies Cricket Board and the players would have been able to find some way of appeasing everyone for the time being at any rate, so that the tour could go on, and then at the end of the tour things be sorted out. Right. It didn't seem as if some people intended to budge, and so unfortunately this is the conclusion that we have had to come to. I'm not too sure what the major implications are going to be. I have never heard of a tour being called off in this manner before, but just looking at it legally, I think the West Indies Cricket Board could mean a bit of bother, because I think the BCCI have every right legally again to sue for whatever losses they would then occur on this tour, and who knows what will happen going forward. It could have been dealt with in a different manner for sure. It certainly could have been dealt with a long time ago. But I saw a timeline that was put out by the BCCI, which shows you that the West Indies Cricket Board did not intend to mediate. They were just standing firm as far as they are concerned. The MOU has been signed and they did not intend to change anything, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. Well, it depends on which hat I was wearing. If I was wearing the CEO or president of the WIPA hat, I would try and come down here and meet with the players, find out exactly what their grievances are, find out exactly what they'll be willing to accept as a new contract, and see the way forward. There has to be some kind of give and take. There has to be some sort of compromise. If I was wearing the hat of the West Indies Cricket Board, that means I am now the employer of all these people, and my employees are disturbed and threatening strike action. I would want to meet with them as well. I wouldn't just say I'm only meeting with the union because the union represents you. I think in other walks of life, bosses meet with workers all the time, not just with the union representative. And I think the West Indies Cricket Board could have done that as well. Right. Well, to be looking as far as the World Cup is looking a little bit too far, in my opinion. There's a lot of cricket to be played before the World Cup. The West Indies are supposed to be going to South Africa. That tour starts, I think, about the 16th or 17th of December. So something has to be done before then. I don't know if any of these guys will be going on that tour. There's a possibility that the West Indies Cricket Board will decide, well, none of you will be playing for the West Indies anymore. Some of them might decide they don't want to play for the West Indies anymore. So that is the first thing that they have got to look at. I wouldn't even look as far as the World Cup. Well, I'm not too sure if it's a similar situation. You know, the last time there was strike action, I don't think it's a similar situation to what has happened on this occasion. So I don't think you can compare what happened then to what has happened now. I was a little bit worried of the attitude of the West Indies Cricket Board when I remember hearing so many statements earlier on that this is a new dispensation and the relationship had to change and they intended to have a better relationship. It seems to me as if they intended to have a better relationship with WIPA and not with the players. And I don't see how one can go without the other.